hopefully by me sharing some of this with you, you could say, oh, I do that too. Maybe I should not do that. Hi everybody, and thanks for tuning in to this Diabeteric video. Today I am going to answer the question, who is this girl and why does she think she could help me? Okay, so I'm going to give you an introduction on who I am, what I've suffered from, and why I think I have experience to help guide you to take better care of yourself and your diabetic management. Okay, so I've been type 1 diabetic for over 32 years, and I've suffered from a plethora of side effects, whether they were due to me abusing my diabetes, me denying my diabetes, or me doing what I thought was right, but just wasn't right or wasn't enough. So I maybe did not get the best education on my diabetes and went through times of denial and neglect, and then times where I thought I was really doing the right thing to take care of myself, but really in reality it wasn't enough. I could say that I've only really been in control for about the last 8 or 9 years. Even better and better as each year is closer to this moment. I've suffered from nerve damage in multiple parts of my body, starting with my feet. That put me in a wheelchair for a year. Also in my eyes and in my stomach and my digestive tract. I've suffered from gastroparesis. Not so much now, but for many years I did suffer greatly from gastroparesis. I've had bleeding in the back of the retinas from uncontrolled blood sugars that required me to not only have some laser surgeries, but also actual operations on each eye. It did prevent me from going blind, but I have permanent vision problems. One of the biggest ones, kidney failure. They told me in 2001 that I would be on dialysis within 6 months. And I actually was able to prolong that for 12 years. But in 2013, they finally caught up with me and I did have to start doing dialysis. So I've suffered from kidney failure. I've gone through dialysis. I received 1 transplant that did not function and really threw a wrench into my life for a good year. My body did not reject it. However, it just did not work. And finally a second transplant, 4 years of dialysis. About 2 years ago, even being well controlled, but because I had previous years of not being well controlled, I almost lost a toe. Thankfully, I did not. It was another scary moment, especially when you feel like you're doing everything right, but that's why I'm making these videos, because it doesn't have to be what you're doing now that might be incorrect, that causes a problem now. It's what you might be doing now that might cause a problem in 20 years. Most people think, oh, you get a kidney transplant or a transplant of any kind and boop, you're perfect again. It comes with a whole nother book of rules. So now I get to deal with my diabetic rules and my kidney rules, which really kind of contrast a little bit. So I've had a lot of things that I have survived through, but they haven't been easy. These things have greatly affected my life. They have made parts of my life very, very difficult. Having a partner that stays by your side, when you have all of these extra things piled on top, I mean, you think having somebody support you through diabetes is hard. When you pile all these other things on top, you know, it's challenging. It's challenging. So, and even being in the best control I am now, I still have problems from my past abuse. Even 2 years ago, I almost lost my big toe on my right foot. Again, a story for another video, but started off small and turned into a huge thing. And it wasn't from anything I was doing now, it was from things I did in the past. So this is something that's really, really important to take into consideration. is the things you're doing now, even if you don't feel bad that you're doing them, you don't get that immediate, you eat something bad and you feel sick, you don't want to eat it again because you have the actual reaction now. But lots of these things that you might be doing incorrectly or letting slide or not taking so seriously, they can have big effects later on in the future. So that's the premise behind this. That's why I want to share these stories with you. So why should you trust me? Why should you listen to me? Why should you tune in for more Diabeteric videos? Because if I had the ability to go back and talk to my former self when I was first diagnosed, these are the things I would be telling myself. These are the stories I would tell myself to hopefully get me to listen so I could avoid some of these things. Some things are unavoidable in the diabetic world. I mean, our bodies take a beating, and the unstable glucose levels, whether they be just a little bit off or extremely off, they all can cause damage. Of course, the ones that are more off than not are going to cause worse damage, but this is what I would tell myself. And so these are the things I'm going to share with you. So I think that they're valuable videos to watch. I think they're valuable lessons to listen to and be concerned about and see if they apply to you or not. So that's me, that's my story, and I hope that you guys are interested enough to want to tune into some or all of the future videos. So that's it in a nutshell. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you in the next video. Click the like button below. Help support our channel. We're new, so we need all the support we can get. Okay, thanks for watching. See you in the next video, I hope.